On full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with the Carolina Panthers.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
On first down, Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
For Ron Rivera, the head coach of Washington, can't help but think about all the great years he had as the head coach of these Carolina Panthers. He was the head man from 2011 to 2019, and his best year, no doubt, 2015. That's when the Panthers went 15-1, 2 playoff wins as well before ultimately falling to Denver in Super Bowl 50. Here's McDonald off of the play fake.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
37-yard line.
Here's McDonald to throw.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind. The line of scrimmage.
Stop. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Hopkins' kick is no good. It's wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with McDonald. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on third down. McDonald, strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll have a first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on first down. McDonald escaping the pressure right.
And he finds his rookie target from Memphis, Antonio Gibson.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Play action. It's McDonald.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Gets past one man. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Oh, my goodness.
And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
Slide for the PAT.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Makes the score Panthers 14. Washington, nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
1st down, Panthers.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
Down, Carolina.
Zone now. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. This from 44 yards away. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
At the 24-yard line.
So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Back to throw now on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Well, they turn to their bigger body there on the dive. Fullback dive, just couldn't get it done.
And sometimes even that bigger body needs even bigger bodies to help him get there. They weren't able to create a crease for him. Ended up not getting the first down.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, McDonald. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. From the gun, it's McDonald. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. On 1st and 10, McDonald. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Panthers first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Forced out to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Roman on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, McDonald. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Off the play fake, McDonald. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
First down, McDonald. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Washington 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Draw play to McCaffrey, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down, Panthers.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 14. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
First down.
Shotgun to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches.
Here's McCaffrey. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Today's final
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here.